damage. Physical and magical will be enough to take Witty and Fabian down. Geek Fam, they look out, and ladies and gentlemen, you mentioned it earlier, if Geek Fam wins this one, they will secure themselves a ticket to the playoffs.
My goodness, the composure and also the call to make that macro play. This team, or maybe Veloisky, understands what's in stake and also how to execute the win condition right now. Cops, glorious pathway, and Geek Fam, look at the gold swing. They're up for 700 gold lead, 1.2k right now, and it's gonna be even more after this turret.
Uh-oh.
A siege, Connie?
Let's say it's gonna be the Lord still, 60%
Lord.
HP. TLID defends with 5, but now the Lord will be taken down. They look to see Witty.
Yeah. Back. I really think in this game, Makekids, the targeting was a bit off a couple of times there. I mean, if you saw that final fight, he jumped, and he had an angle to jump on Shiki, but he decided to jump on Fabian. And in the end, they stayed too long. After going in, I noticed, all right, no ult on Makekids. He went to Fabian. I thought that was kind of like, all right, I go on Fabian so that they could disengage. So it was like, all right, this is distance from Aaron, from Fabian with the team. But no, they went back in again with Makekids having no ult. And I was like, wow, huh? And then they kept on going. And then a boy who looked like he was gone.
Yeah. On paper, Joy is over Suyo 90% of the time, but the circle of skills of Joy and Suyo.
Look at it again. Firstly, great by Yehezkiel. Kenziski wasn't able to purchase items or change items there. But take a look at this, right? Look at Makekids. He goes in, but I believe he had a couple of times as well for Geek Fam. It really felt forced. Like this fight, it looked like they didn't want to take the fight. Well, at least Makekids didn't want to, right? But the rest of the team wanted to contest, and Makekids came in late. This is the big play that was kind of weird. They wanted to go and reset it, but they got... I think they were making... Man, it was back-to-back blunders. Like, Geek Fam, they gave away that Lord there, but it was still a win for them. Here, it was another weird one from TLID, taking the shortcut and going for Beloy. This really looked like, for me, the death sentence. The Witty was able to go in there. Kenziski unable to swap the items from the Natures to the Rose Gold Meteor and ended up getting slammed down to the ground by Yehezkiel. The team wasn't close enough. Didn't have the right amount of resources to actually even help him out because Veloisky already used a fist crack for the other members. Here, you see that angle to back away. Aaron just walked around. If there was... yeah, going back in, I think, was a mistake from a boy.
It was a Cyclone Eye. He didn't expect it to go there.
I think he did. He already took it, and he was looking to go away.
I think it's...
But then he was like, I'll try to capitalize on Veloisky seeing him.
I think sometimes you just want to go there a second and use your analog to go back to the actual position that you want to go to. Like, I think he was late to turn the analog. I don't know, man. But it was questionable indeed from both teams, especially Geek Fam. In that moment, just that moment, man. You know why they lost that game?
Why?
I think you should know the answer, Rico.
What?
The 7th
Oh my
death
lord. Well, they didn't even get the 7th death power spike in the previous game, right? So I think this is more of a myth now at this point, Chef, and maybe it's a playoff thing.
It's your thing, bro. Come on.
It is my thing, but it's getting old right now. And usually I do it when it's all fun and dandy. Right now, the games haven't been too fun nor dandy. It's been a bit more...
But CITB's not old.
CITB and Lemon.
Oh, wow. Not that one, bro. Come on.
That one.
Let's talk about the game. Game.
Never get old.
Let's talk about the game.
Lemon though, but yeah.
I don't...
Aaron Shiki though, I feel like he was asleep in the early game mid, you know. Yeah, fair, you know, you're a Bruno. That last bit, it was, I think he was, so his calculation were just so on point.
I mean, I think so it's just about targeting, right? It's an easy picking for Aaron to get that point, make it messed up, and yeah, just punish.
I agree. It was just a whiff punish. To make it make sense, it was a whiff punish, right? Like, Aaron Shiki, look at the damage dealt. It was pretty horrible throughout the game, and then that one blast of damage in the last fight. Ooh. I am still quite speechless again as to how Geek Fam, how first Liquid were able to throw the lead, and how Geek Fam were able to throw the lead that they got. Oh, man.
3 totals for Team Liquid ID.
Yeah, I really think Geek Fam, looking at this composition, I wouldn't think they would contest for Turtle 2, Turtle 3 if they lost Turtle 1 already. And that's exactly what happened. Turtle 1 was a big win for Team Liquid ID. Not only did they get the Turtle, they were able to get 3 kills on top of that. 1,000 gold lead. I think Turtle 2 was 1,500, but they still kept going. And then usually, if Turtle 1, Turtle 2 doesn't work out, you don't fight Turtle 3, you wait and farm. But they gambled it again, and they ultimately lost again. But it didn't matter because TLID threw their lead, but that didn't matter because Geek Fam threw their lead. So it's like, it's a, wow.
Plot twist, right?
I mean, if they want to throw each other, you shouldn't be playing Mobile Legends. I gotta say, the chances of us in MSC, I mean...
Don't worry. We got Bigatron, alright?
We still have get the hell out of here, bro.
RRQ, Cascute.
Well, yeah, RRQ, unfortunately, I trust them a bit more.
Smiling. Mana tuh?
Bagus sih, gila. Mainnya parah. Ngeri.
Ngeri, serem. Kira-kira siapa nih yang bakal menjadi pemenang di season 15?
Liquid kali?
Berarti dari Kyo.
Oh dari Kyo, iya bisa.
Kyo, kenapa Kyo?
Keren aja rambutnya warna putih gitu.
Tidak ya, jadi bukan karena rambut dipilih Rookie of the Season. Tapi itu pendapat dari Mas Firman, thank you banget Mas Firman. Kyo, ada yang bersependapat atau pendapat berbeda, kita tanya lagi yang lain ya. Kalau di sini nih, kira-kira siapa season 15 yang akan menjadi Rookie of the Season?
Rine,
Oh Rine, oke boleh ngobrol, ini siapa namanya?
Amir.
Amir, kenapa Rine?
Dia untuk pendatang baru mainnya udah lincah banget ya untuk jungler gitu. Jadi kemungkinan besar dia jadi Rookie of the Year sih.
Rookie of the Season dulu nih, Rookie of the Season 15 berarti karena permainannya yang lincah. Yang lainnya ada yang bisa mengejar nggak? Mengejar Rine nih kira-kira?
Mungkin Make It.
Make It, gimana ngeliat Make It?
Tadi juga lumayan lincah sama bisa bagus ngincar ke belakang ya. Pemain-pemain belakangnya itu yang utama dia bisa nge-kill sih.
Mantap. Ngomong-ngomong ini role-nya apa?
Roam.
Oh, Rom. Oke, kalau dapat jungler-jungler kayak gitu seneng dong?
Seneng dong.
Seneng dong. Oke, kalau gitu terima kasih. Dan apa yang gak seneng ya dapat jungler-jungler dari MPL? Bude aja seneng banget nih, happy banget. Tapi di sebelah kanan Bude juga langsung nih ya. Halo, siapa namanya?
Raka,
Dari mana Raka?
dari Depok.
Dari Depok. Oh. Di sini datang sama siapa nih?
Sama teman-teman ini bertiga. Teman ini bertiga.
Berarti dari mana ya Mas?
Dari Bintaro.
Dari Bintaro, tapi kok agak medok gitu. Bude pikir sama-sama wong apa. Tapi di sini namanya siapa?
Raka,
Mas Raka. Suka nggak ngelihat performa rookie-rookie di season 15?
suka banget.
Kenapa tuh? Ngelihat mereka gimana sih season ini?
Keren sih. Outplay-outplaynya sangat keren.
Outplay-nya sangat keren. Tapi kalau ngelihat dari season 12, 13, 14 kan dimenangin sama Geek, lalu ada dari TLID 2 kali. Kira-kira season 15 siapa nih yang akan mendapatkan Rookie of the Season? Apakah Toy, Rine, Makeits, Kyo, atau Mibi?
Kalau saya suka sama Rine.
Kenapa Rine?
Kemarin keren mainnya.
Mainnya keren. Jadi memang pendapat beda-beda ya. Tapi terima kasih Mas Raka. Dan mungkin di sini banyak yang penasaran ya. Gimana sih ini para rookie yang benar-benar kita melihat di sini tuh adalah rookie-rookie yang setiap minggunya mendapatkan Rookie of the Week. Dan dia berperform sangat baik. Walaupun mereka baru saja bermain di musim ini. Dan kalau melihat bagaimana penampilan dari rookie yang terpampang di sini, tentunya semuanya juga pada penasaran akan pesona dari The Smiling Jungler, The Smiling Jungler rookie kita, Make It, di tangan Geek Fam dan juga dari TLID. Kyo memang belum main, tapi anak-anak dari tim Liquid pun mereka lagi berjuang bersama dengan Geek Fam. Siapa yang akan mendapatkan tiket kedua untuk playoff? Udah pada penasaran? Game ketiga akan menjadi penentuan. Inilah dia, Geek Fam dan juga TLID.
Right or left, Geek Fam, or Team Liquid ID in game number 3 because, wow, that was
After that throw, bro.
some pretty interesting matches, to say the least. I don't want to say it's a bit, snooze fest. It's not a snooze fest.
No,
more
it wasn't a snooze fest. It was just
more
an
like
emote.
headache fest.
Well, if you actually, do you have a headache? Because I think you have an
this
answer
the
to
remedy?
that. Yes, sir.
don't
Lemon,
know.
head and shoulders.
I don't
Go
know
and
if
check
this
it
is
out.
the remedy, but
It is.
you
We
can-
use ice cool menthol one. Because sometimes the breeze is all you need, bro.
Also, the lemon one is a little bit.
Yeah, that maybe will cause more headaches for you, Devin.
let's
That
just-
joke never gets old.
No, it's super.
It will
old.
never
No,
get
I
old.
don't
Not to
want-
us. It'll never get old for us. You know that. So
I'm
as long as
actually-
we're here, you're never gonna.
No joke. I'm always uncomfortable when we're talking about that. So like,
Is it because he posted a story about?
if you want to
that?
be a good colleague to mine,
Uh-huh.
please do not bring it up.
We're
again.
friends though.
Who says we're friends?
Okay, fair enough.
Whoa!
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, here to be a good colleague.
Aren't you from Depok?
No, that's
Oh.
Lim. Lim's from
Okay.
Depok. That's why a lot of people from Depok, they will have to use this. Because it gets really hot in Depok, man. And
Yeah.
you want to go and wash your hair a lot more when it's hot. Because Shepard here actually relates to that.
Yeah, move on to Head and Shoulders wipe out to 100%.
100%.
Wet dandruff plus itch protection. You don't get it. You don't want to get itchy.
Oh, this is
my
your
God.
favorite.
Yeah, exactly, Gandhi. Don't take Lemon away from him.
Get the new limited edition Head and Shoulders X Mobile Legends Bang Bang now. Look at this, Mia and also Chilong.
What flavor?
It's not flavor.
All right,
No,
what's scent?
Yeah.
Scent.
What's scent?
It's not scent.
Then what is it? Champion.
It's a Head and Shoulders.
What does it say?
Alright.
What does it say?
And
Right here.
Here we are. We have a Head and Shoulders.
CRTB, literally.
Oh, my
Shepard's
God.
in the building. Take a look at the hair cam by Head and Shoulders. Shepard.
And he's holding the lemon one.
Perfect. A Geek Fam talent and the lemon flavored Head and Shoulders for Shepard.
This is a
This is a home run for him.
home run,
Oh.
Shepard.
Especially right after that, we get BBB. It's just
This is the home
back
run.
to
This
back
is
to
the
back
home
home
run.
runs
You know.
for Sheffin. But BBB, what do you think about that game too? BBB, Sheffin.
He needs to cool down with Head and Shoulders.
Oh,
And he needs to lead his team to another W here.
were they
because-
in a desperate spot? Was that really like?
Nah.
Was that really
Nah, they can just back off. It was-
justified? Exactly.
it was-
I think, yeah.
They lost 2,
Like,
TLID lost 2. They can just back away.
Yeah.
They're not gonna catch them.
I think even
reset.
after, right? Even
Yeah.
after, I feel like a boy
Yes.
can just go back
I
and then
agree.
just
As long as the game is
sacrifice
not
Beloy.
over. Exactly.
Sacrifice
Oh my
Beloy.
God. No, I think-
whatever. A boy goes back.
I
He
think-
can definitely defend.
A boy at the time, he was following Polowski's call. I don't know if that's gonna be the case because Polowski was the one that's pummeling down on the
Yeah.
Bruno, right?
Yeah.
He has this belief that he can actually take down the Bruno, but looking at the pick selection here, still with first pick for TLID, sticking to their guns. So
Now the question is the chip going to be left open again?
it is. It is.
It
for sure.
is? Okay. So Geek Fam just need to play it cleaner, yeah? But what's going to be the change then? Because the Juicin and Suyo will be picked up again by Liquid. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's always St. Lucas' style. For Geek Fam, do they still want to go Badang Granger? Or this time do they want to take away some of those picks that was very annoying, like the Juicin?
You know what? I think for the matchup, it has been a topic in the drafting phase, right?
Yeah.
Suyo and Joy. Joy over Suyo. But looking at the win rate that we have in MPL Indonesia currently, I think right now Joy has a sub 40% win rate.
Yeah, Joy has been pretty bad
Horrible.
actually win
Compared
rate-wise.
to Suyo, so like
It's because it's more of a team fighting hero, and even then in the team fights,
I know.
it's more of a clean-up team fighting hero. It's not a guy who can come in like Suyo. Like Suyo enters, leaves team fights, and does damage.
So if
Joy needs to come in, clean
Yeah.
up. If you don't get the damage out in that time frame, you're useless.
So if you're talking about the big picture, it's not just a one-on-one matchup. Suyo still
Yeah,
above.
is competitive.
yeah,
Above. You say above?
Yeah,
Above Joy.
above Joy, I agree.
Yeah, so maybe
I would say high. Make you guys go.
actually think there's
Granger!
some-
It's not really meta though, Granger, but yeah.
Are you? Oh, that's a Suyo and a
Speaking of off-meta
Juicin.
picks.
It's going to be the same exact drafts from game number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, will this be a Joy or will they go for the Eve instead this game? Or will they go Hayabusa? Those are the changes that I would... That's a Joy again, baby! Called it. Hey, call me Wolf.
I mean, hey, in that second game, that last bit, it should have gone to the
It
Geek
really
side,
should have.
right?
It really should have. But I think now, Liquid are not going to play the same way. Is this going to be a Moscow Bruno? Because if it's a Moscow Bruno, then sure, I like it more. There's going to be a Yves, okay, it'll probably be a glue ban again. This should be a Bruno, right, over the Edith. I don't think is the Edith that big of a problem? Could be, I guess, on Aran.
So Edith is a way to change CCD, Joy. Once you get caught up, you can really get out. So it's almost a surefire way to get caught up make it, but maybe it should be a Bruno ban here. I mean, what else is there? I mean, Irithel is still there too, so I don't know if a Bruno would be a game changer or like needle mover for Geek Fam. It's still gonna be Edith, and it's still gonna be Glue. Man, can we just skip 2 minutes ahead? Producer?
Oh my lord. This is the... Welcome to the replay!
Okay, no, I'm not expecting a Zosk here, all right? A boy can switch things up, and I expect a Gatot Gacha or Geek.
You've been saying that
Yes.
3 games in a row.
Yeah, we've been expecting Gatot Kacha 3 games in a row, but I agree with Gani Man here. Up against this composition, I think the Gatot Kacha finds a bit more value, and it is also more of a... I think it's a better choice in general when you want to contest for the neutral objective over... I don't know, the Hylos is pretty good too, though. But the Gatot is like instant initiation or instant follow-up to the Badang. So yeah, that could be the change here. Or they might just go Zaz. Oh, okay, that's a change. Valentina. All right. All right, so they can have an AOG if they go AOG here.
Yeah.
But usually, I don't know why.
But you lose the value of Zaz being able to hide the shell. Now you're not able to hide the shell. Bruno, Gatot Kacha, last pick. Will it be an Edith?
Edith is bad.
Sorry. CC. Why did I think Edith was CC?
It was Hylos earlier.
Yeah, but why don't
don't
they
know.
change things now and try to go CC to smack the Gatot Kacha in the face in the lane and then win out Turtle 1?
Will it really smack Gatot Kacha though?
Yes. CC Schmackaroonies Gatot Kacha.
I gotta say, I've played CC a few games and
I think that's a skill issue, Shepin.
maybe.
Skill diff, Shepin.
Or they just go high. Ha! Tourism. Okay, they want to win early. All right, at least now we see the vision of like, okay, they're banking on Turtle 1 even more now. They're like, okay, we understand how big of a contention point that is, and we want to fight for it. But it's Terizla, the pick that will get them the win. We saw Cerezo play once, we saw Luke play once. Luke won, Cerezo did it.
Yeah.
Eman happened.
Eman happened. Will Aaron happen to stop this penalty zone? Don't let him get into his zone. Call him Mr. West.
It's a tough one when he's up against the untouchable one. Aaron Shiki up against this Terizla right now, and still full of flickers for all the members here except Ran. Let's see though, it's a best of 1 in game number 3. The stake is a playoff spot in Jakarta. They're reading it.
He might be. Dashes away. All G. He might be. Dashes away. All G.
Missed out on a single minion there from Kinsiski, but it's all good. Survivability over some few minions should be the name of the game here for Kinsiski. But yeah, right now, looking at the early game, so far it's been a nothing going on so far. Yeskill still zoning out the boy, and he's still just trying to get the XP. Audience prediction by GoPay is still skewing towards Geek Fam. 10% less from game number 2, and it's for a good reason. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, it was 69%, so more after game number 2. Bit more pressure put down in the mid lane. Terizla already rotating. They really want to contest for Turtle 1 here. Both level 4 this time around.
Well, let's see. Gobs now. Chunks.
Not a good sign.
That is not a good sign for the side of Geek, who is looking to take over the Turtle Spit. Makeits, though, very healthy. Jumps in. That's a penalty zone. Onto its Fabian, locking him down. That's a good first blood. And Gobs will collect that Turtle. Now we're on isolated in a 3-member situation. But Victor's out of danger. And that's going to be Gobs.
Wait.
Just trying to provide the damage alongside a boy. Will it be enough, though? That's a knock-up AOG. Gobs goes down. And a boy will disengage.
Still a W for Geek Fam at the time. A kill and also an objective.
Oh, yes, kill. Oh, killer instinct, killer maneuver, but yes, kill is just too slick with it. Pops the Crimson Beacon to health.
Hey, CRTB.
Another Geek Fam.
Witty.
Talents, that's Witty. Shortcut.
Oh, no.
Interesting
Oh,
approach. But Whiskey, no follow-up damage, though. TLID will just, hey,
Wait.
no, go back home.
That was an attempt, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Now, no shortcut for a while. Geek Fam will be able to utilize that. And yeah, for Geek Fam, it's back to waiting. But you definitely understand, again, why the Terizla was picked up. Turtle 1 is of immense value up against a snowballing comp like this of TLID. So now Geek Fam have a way to weather that early game storm a bit more and to set themselves up for the mid-game power spike where they will try to look for the snowball themselves. And I miss seeing Terizla. That's crazy because Terizla was always, like, it was so boring for a while because every XP would just pick Terizla, but I miss him, man. Yeah. I don't like Gata high-lows. Give me back penalty zone.
When you can set up for 4, it's much funner. And now...
Funner.
Is that an English word? I don't know.
It can be.
GoPay right now, Fabian and Makeits are the 2 players with the most Suyo picks among all players in MPL Indonesia. MPL, I'm YPH, KH this season with 18 picks.
Wow.
I missed out. I thought it was going to be MPL ID only. Turns out, no. It's everywhere.
That's crazy.
It really is, dude. Like, Suyo is eternal, brother. Especially with the Sasuke skin. Everybody wants to be Sasuke, man.
And Sugoi.
Turtle 2.
5 men already invested from side of Geek Fam, and that will be a clean take for them.
Now Beloski has to read this one, and yes, he knows the in and out of Weedy. Kenzinski, gotta watch out.
But again, it's...
Will it be enough, though? That's a ton. Valoisky finds the Eskil. No clear fall of damage, though. Kenzinski from range. Gobs now. Stuck, stunned. Still holding on, and Kenzinski will deal the final blow towards Witty. That's going to be Ron taken down as well. What the heck happened there? Geek Fam capitalizing.
I don't know if my eyes deceive me, but I feel like Gobs used the shortcut earlier than... How is that possible, bro?
He got there faster. I think Gobs just smacked Gata before he could walk in. I'm not too sure, but yeah, Gobs is so early. Makeits!
Oh, respect the 1v1, and Fagan will bow to Makeits, the rookie.
Not a good look for Sasuke.
Oh my goodness, Sasuke! To a little yellow-haired girl. Oh my goodness. And now it really looks like Geek Fam. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, we've been saying Turtle 1, Turtle 1, Turtle 1. It's so valuable for both these teams because it looked like a snowball comp for both these teams, but Geek Fam just didn't have it in game number 2. They couldn't fight for it, and they kept on fighting for it, but now Geek Fam have it, and you can see just how different it is. When TLID don't get Turtle 1, they just shift to desperate mode, which means shortcut, shortcut, shortcut. And when you're behind, these shortcuts are a shortcut to another big lead for the enemy team.
I don't know if you're going to agree with me here, Mirko. Looking at the others right now, Mr. Fabian couldn't buy the top boots first before the War X. I don't know if that's going to be a... I think it should be a huge factor, right? You have Beloisky with the Padang, you have Gobs, and what... Oh, never mind, gotta watch out first.
Flicker. No,
okay, back to my point earlier. One of the reasons why Fabian was not able to react to the penalty zone earlier was
AOG safely.
And now you can really see TLID start to struggle again. The new TLID, it seems like whenever they are behind, whenever they don't get the early game... Oh!
That's a flicker, and that will be Aaron Shiki. Also spending his flicker, and that will be Aaron Shiki. Going back to safety with Makeits. He wants blood. Looking for the kill, and he will find the killing spree. Witty now isolated in the back lane. That's going to be Witty taken down as well. Geek Fam, what's so sharp this game?
I gotta say, man, Beloski is the master of screening. He's looking like Steven Adams in Houston Rockets. And we're talking about the matchup in the gold lane. We're not talking about the matchup in the roaming area. So far, Beloski, in these 3 games, has been much sharper than the younger Witty the Wise.
I agree with you. The chip has been, you know, make it or break it a lot of times here, but more break it. I think a lot of times the shortcut, if you count it, has had a bad rate of success. Every time you got the shortcut coming in, it's more of a gamble, but this time, it's not even a gamble. At this point, you're just throwing money at the screen, it seems, and hoping for a big jackpot, and it's not going to happen. Geek Fam, They have too many ways to disengage. They have too many ways to steal ultimate out. There you go.
Oh,
Again.
no. Hello, Witty, and that's going to be Kanziski, though. Again, Yeheskio finds the shutdown. That's going to be Gobs. Very low AOG. Desperately, that's a rock cheeky. Take him down and out again.
Oh my god.
Gobs being the difference maker on this Terizla.
Fool me once, shame on you, but like falling to the same spot twice. That's just not good at all, Fabian. Gonna be right out.
Finds him.
Good read. Fabian now looks for an escape, but boy, and Makids is on him, and Makids will lock him down, and he finds the unstoppable.
Sasuke was not able to use the Susanoo to get away with the wings. You don't have ways in this game.
I wonder why they keep on throwing their bodies at Geek Fam, thinking that Geek Fam will be split up. We've seen from game 1, 2, and 3 why Geek Fam keep on letting the chip open is because they just build a composition that will capitalize on team fights. They were lacking a bit of CC, they were lacking a bit of sustainability in the previous game, and now they have it with more damage too of Gobs. He does AoE. TLID are throwing their bodies in against a team fighting composition who are 6,000 gold ahead.
You know what's the worst thing that I noticed in the teamfight earlier? Iron Chiki was dying without Makids using the electrifying beats. He was just basic attacking.
Yeah.
And he went down. That's just
Starlium for you.
bad. Yeah.
Oh man, we were talking about the success rate of the Joy, but we haven't really taken into account the fact that Joy usually doesn't do well because he doesn't snowball. We've seen in Indo, Joy's be more of a mid-game tool, not really an early-game fighting tool. Finally, Witty, says, okay, Kanziski might look like he's alone, but there's probably 4 dudes with him around him. And he's not wrong, he's not 4. Well, he's kind of wrong, it's not 4, but it's quite a lot of main people. Speaking of a lot of numbers, that's a 3,000 gold lead. And to get back to the point that I was talking about, usually we see in Indonesia, Joy's be a way to play for mid-game and then farm up. But this is where the Joy actually shines. It's not as a mid-game tool, but it's as someone that snowballs. 3,000 gold lead on a Joy at 10 minutes is usually already a nail in the coffin. So for TLID, they gotta hope that they strike a crazy home run with that shortcut.
It's a tough stuff to do. And especially when you look at the KDA, Beloyski hasn't died even once. That tells something from your team. The fact that you haven't been able to punish the man that
there you go.
usually dies, Makids, went for it.
Oh, good read again.
What?
Witty, very low. That's just Makids practically almost solo killing Romer. They might go for another chance to siege the bottom side here with the wave coming in soon. Iran already providing the stance here. Let's see the execution. Witty from the flanks.
Beloy.
Oh no, I don't know. Always good read there. And the conceal as well. Witty will not even commit the shortcut. That's just a kill. Oh, Geek Fam.
Was just about to point that out. The fact that Witty got read out every time he's trying to make a play. Beloyski just knows the in and outs. I mean, he mentioned that Witty reminds him of the younger version of himself, right? So maybe that's why he was able to read the young man's mind.
And it's a shortcut for Geek Fam too. Avoid stole the shortcut. They really wanna. They got the far lane, so they don't need to. But if they want to, they can. They can put the shortcut down. A boy standing alone. I think we might be seeing a stomp here, guys. TLID. The comeback angle is getting narrower as we get into the later stage of the game, where Geek Fam again have that damage that is stacking up. Nakids 5-0 and 4. Level 15 to Fabian's level 13. Turtle all taken by Geek Fam.
Oh,
damage from Kenzie. Now it really is about the discipline game. Geek Fam cannot make a mistake. TLID, they hope. The Cavalry as well will hope that Geek Fam make a big blunder, because that's the only way for them to get out of this position.
I mean, the chances of that is actually pretty high from the usual one, because looking at game number 1 and game number 2, that was the name of the test. Man, oh man. When we usually see the chip, we kind of see it as like a way to somehow turn the game around in the late game, but when the teleportation, when the shortcut, it's not shortcutting, it's just cutting you up. So what's going to be the plan then?
The thing is, Sheffin, the chip is a game changer when the gold lead isn't this big. When the gold lead is this big, the shortcut becomes more of a suicide tool. Like, you go in with a shortcut, 5 members, you're dead. The reason Makids was able to just run Witty down is because if Witty pops a shortcut, they're gonna all come into an electrifying Beats online Joy. They're gonna get their HP bars obliterated. And now Geek Fam are gonna be looking for the end angle. They've dealt with all the holy defenses already. Mid lane.
See, they're looking for the final push, a push that will take them to the playoffs. Jakarta International Velodrome is waiting for them in this final push. Let's see, 10,000 gold push. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a flicker. Penalty zone! Fist crack to hell as well. That's gonna be Geek Fam finding a kill 1 by 1. Kenziski finding the double AOG defensively. And ladies and gentlemen, the base wide open, but they want to find bodies. Geek Fam finds the 2 points that will take them to the playoffs.
There you go. Welcome to Jakarta International Velodrome. A fight for an MSC spot. A fight for $3 million in EWC. Geek Fam has the right to challenge the best of Indonesia's in the upcoming playoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in Season 15, yes, your eyes do not deceive you. That is a deathless BBB. Big Brain Baloyski, 0-0.
And I think by the end of it, 9.
A phenomenal performance by Geek Fam. Congratulations to Geek Fam, for they have secured the second playoff spot for MPL Indonesia Season 15.
Wow, what a way to end it. They were in the control the whole game. Like, they're not letting go. There was no blunders in the late game. And this is the Geek Fam that we knew was able to get to M5. And look at this. The connection between Gops and Beloy is getting better and better. They nailed his own towards the fist crack. And they got cracked in the face.
They really did.
We're gonna take it to the winner's interview. Geek Fam, playoff is yours and the stage is yours right now.
Dan Geek Fam menjadi tim kedua yang melaju ke babak playoff. Dari kisah Geek Fam, awal yang cukup naik turun pada akhirnya menjadi tim kedua. Baloy menjadi tim kedua yang masuk babak playoff. Geek Fam.
Ya, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, ini kata-kata masuk playoff, alhamdulillah.
Iya, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, tapi ya nggak sih di saat persaingan begitu ketat, pada akhirnya hari inilah kalian lah yang menjadi tim kedua masuk ke babak playoff.
Udah sebenarnya nih pede banget sih hari ini. Ya itu jadi gua digendong sama teman-teman gua. Meskipun ya kita agak blunder game 2 kan.
Oke, walaupun ada kalah game kedua, tapi kalian yakin match ini akan kalian menangkan?
Apa sorry, Ben?
Berarti walaupun gamenya kalah, tapi match ini tuh yakin banget menang.
Iya sih emang harus pede soalnya Bude.
Harus pede. Di leg 1 kalian pun menang, di leg kedua kalian pun mendapatkan kemenangan 2-1 sama 2-1 kepada tim Liquid. Apakah masih seketat itu persaingan kalian nih dari Geek Fam dan juga tim Liquid?
Gimana Bude sorry?
The battle is really close between Liquid and Geek Fam.
Iya, soalnya kan namanya juga defending champion kan pasti berat lah mereka.
Tapi how you guys manage untuk menang lagi dan lagi?
Sebenarnya harusnya 2-0 itu, tapi kita salahnya sendiri yang game 2. Jadi kayak kita rapiin aja game 3 dan kelihatan kan rapi gamenya ya, lebih cepat gamenya.
Oke, jadi ada kepleset harusnya bisa 2-0. Kalian udah se-prepare itu ya? Aboy nge-prepare apa nih untuk melawan tim Liquid ID?
Apa ya, kita fokus sama tim kita sih, sama ya nggak lawan siapa aja kita lawan sih.
Lawan siapa aja kalian lawan, tapi ketika ada perebutan tiket playoff, lebih berapi-api nggak dari tim Geek Fam?
Lebih pengen ngerebutin upper bracket sih.
Oke, masih berjuang karena tiket upper bracket masih terbuka. Benar-benar belum ada yang mensecure-nya, namun kalau kita ngelihat bahkan dari match ini, dari segi draft, itu kalau bisa dibilang game 1, 2, 3 tuh mirip-mirip semua ya. Ada apa ini? Berdua-dua sama-sama ngotot dari tim Liquid ID dan juga Geek Fam?
Ya adu otot aja.
Adu otot aja. Lalu gimana untuk memastikan otot kalian yang lebih besar dan lebih kuat?
Kita buktiin aja di game 3.
Dibuktikan dan benar-benar kalian nggak ngasih point kill cuma 2 atau 3 doang tadi ke tim Liquid ID. Bisa serapi itu. Kenapa tuh Boy?
Soalnya nggak pakai Zas tadi.
jadi gitu, semakin rapi, semakin bersih. Tapi dari Gops sendiri, Gops kamu melawan kembali bersama dengan Aran hari ini. Dan gimana sih kamu melihat, ini kali kedua pertemuanmu dengan The Defender Champion, tim Liquid ID?
Masih tetap jago sih mereka. Gitu.
Masih tetap jago, ini benar-benar lagi pada jago semua. Tapi memasuki minggu ke-8 di mana tiket lagi diperebutkan, upper bracket lagi diperjuangkan. Dari Gops sendiri, gimana melihat mungkin dari perjalanan Gops sendiri?
Kita tetap fokus latihan aja sih, kayak biasa aja kita latihan.
Biasa aja, fokusnya ke arah apa nih kalau sekarang Gops?
Sekarang kan udah playoff, berarti ke upper.
Upper, oke, memang ini lagi benar-benar mengejar upper bracket. Dan kelihatan juga bahwa dari tim Geek Fam, siapapun yang bermain mereka bisa mendapatkan kemenangan. Hari ini, Kenziski merasakan melawan The Defender Champion tim Liquid ID. Akhirnya, hari ini, match ini, Kenziski gimana keadaannya?
Baik-baik aja Bude.
Baik-baik aja. Battle di gold lane gimana Kenzi?
Aman-aman aja sih tadi.
Aman-aman aja. Tapi kita ngeliat ganas juga kamu ya di laning ya.
Hoki Bude.
Oke. Tapi pastinya kamu udah mempelajari banyak hal tentang lawanmu. Hari ini kamu punya nggak Aaron yang akan diturunkan bukan KO? Siapa yang kamu harapkan lawan sebelum bertanding tadi?
Siapa aja sih sebenarnya, sama-sama belum pernah saya lawan.
Sama-sama belum pernah lawan, tapi pada akhirnya ketika lawanmu adalah Aaron Siki, apa yang langsung kamu pikirkan? Apa yang kamu fokuskan?
Apa tadi Bude?
Ketika melawan Aaron Siki, apa yang kamu fokuskan dan kamu prioritaskan ketika melawan sosok Aaron Siki?
Ada mekanik sama PD aja.
Yang penting pede aja. Dan gimana? Tadi PD-mu udah tinggi belum?
Apa?
PD-nya udah tinggi belum lawan RRQ?
Udah pede banget.
Udah mengeluarkan kemampuan dari Kenziski belum?
Apa udah?
Udah mengeluarkan kemampuan dari Kenziski penuh belum?
Udah.
Udah. Dan hasil 2-1, hasil yang baik pula. Dan tentu saja kita nggak bisa luput dari sobatmu di situ. The
Halo,
Smiling Jungler, senyum terus. Kita akan melihat senyuman lebih lebar lagi karena ada hal yang akan kita tunjukkan. Di mana Make Kids, dia sudah benar-benar mewarnai MPL Indonesia. Dan waduh Make Kids, kamu tuh mewarnai MPL Indonesia dengan menjadi Rookie of the Week yang ke-6. Gimana sih kamu ngelihat perjuangan sebagai rookie tentunya di MPL berbeda dengan player-player yang udah berkiprah sebelumnya. Make It gimana? Berjuang dan pada akhirnya bisa sampai wajahnya muncul di sini nih.
Itu tadi, hoki bude.
Hoki, bohong kamu ya, nggak mungkin cuma hoki dong. Make It, tapi ngelihat sekarang kan mungkin di sisi lain banyak jungler-jungler berpengalaman, bahkan lawanmu tadi adalah the best jungler di season lalu.
Ya.
Tapi kamu bisa untuk head to head, bisa memenangkan matchnya bahkan 2 kali. Jadi Make It gimana sih?
Ya aku tetap niruin idol aku sih. Kan tadi dia solo kill. Apa aku nge-solo kill dia. Jadi aku tiruin Albert. Albert solo kill dia juga.
Oh, masih dengan kepengin menunjukkan juga ya. Jadi memang kalau kita lihat ini Geek Fam juga melahirkan rookie-rookie yang bisa dibilang sangat berpotensi. Di season 12 ada Nail, sekarang Make It. Tapi kalau dari Baloy, ini Bude penasaran sama Baloy. Baloy, ini Make It, kamu ngelihat Make It bakal bisa melampaui Nail gak sih?
Pastilah, soalnya potensial Make It besar meskipun tadi dia sedih habis game 2 ya, dia buktiin dirinya game 3.
Oh bisa, karena memang sesuai yang Baloy bilang ini bisa menjadi the best rookie juga the best jungler.
Ya, future lah, future of Indo.
Future of Indo.
Ya.
Tapi apa sih yang Baloy mungkin bisa melihat dari rookie-rookie, apa yang Make It punya dan rookie-rookie lain gak punya?
Gemoy.
Oh,
ya, Make It doang paling gemoy.
Jadi kegemoyannya. Lalu ada apa lagi?
Gemoy.
Gemoy 2. Yang ketiga?
Gemoy juga.
Triple gemoy dari Make It. Oke, dan tapi ketika rookie biasanya masuk MPL, kita kan biasa melihat gentar. Kalau Make It gimana sih?
Kita juga sih dia udah awal-awal, cuman ya dia udah pede dan gue yakin kalau dia makin lama di MPL makin kuat.
Semakin kuat dan udah terbukti belum kalau dari kacamata?
Sudah. Kelihatan itu MVP kita tadi, game 1.
Wow, dan Make It sendiri sebagai player yang lagi banyak disorot sebagai jungler gemoy, jungler, the smiling jungler yang selalu tersenyum apapun yang terjadi. Gimana kamu bisa punya mindset itu sih yang selalu tersenyum?
Ya dari awal emang mindsetnya gitu sih Bude. Tetap humble ke orang lain walaupun menang atau kalah tetap senyum aja.
Senyumin aja.
Benar sekali.
Benar sekali. Kemenangan hari ini mungkin boleh dikasih kata-kata masuk playoff dong, Make It.
Kata-kata masuk playoff adalah Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Kenziski nggak mau nih, baru masuk, kamu main, terus langsung dapat tiket juga. Kata-kata masuk playoff.
Gaskan.
Gaskan. Dari Gops.
Mantap.
Mantap. Baloy.
Udah sesuai.
Udah sesuai. Apoy.
Udah biasa.
Udah biasa. Dan inilah dia pemegang tiket kedua untuk babak playoff. Sambutlah tim Geek Fam.
Life is great as a Geek Fam fan. You see, guys, there's this thing called pattern. They've been doing this for years.
Oh my god, dude.
For
This guy-
seasons and
I
seasons.
just want to say, ladies
Early in
and
the
gentlemen,
seasons.
watch week 2. Watch mere recaps. This guy was the only guy out of all the English casters that was saying, no, there's no such thing as a pattern. Geek Fam are playing bad right now. But now, the duality of man has struck again.
Sometimes you hope to be wrong. Sometimes you hope that you're...
And now you're very happy that you were
to be
wrong.
wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
But for all of us who know of Baloyski and Geek Fam, I think this was expected. I think we knew that early on, Geek Fam are always shaky. They're the slowest starting team of all time. It's weird, and obviously it's because they always have to swap rosters. Me and Gani, we knew that Make It was special. Him going and joining this roster, we knew that he was going to be special, and I think he truly is. Baloyski hyped him up, glazed him on stage for the interview, and honestly, reasonable glaze. TLID, reasonable crash out if they do crash out of the back rooms right now, because what was that, game 3? It's like everything that was bad in game 1 and 2 just got jumbled up together, and we saw the outcome and the result of all of that. But our MVP is Make It.
Set by official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy S25 series. Make It stonks is rising right now, and you better buy it right now because Baloyski even said that he's the future of Indonesia. That's a big praise coming in from one of the best of Philippines.
It's It's crazy. I only got to cast one of his matches in MPL. And I remember, I was casting with All. I told her that, yo, this guy's really good. Are all MPL junglers playing like this? And she said, no, I mean, it's just make it. And I was like, this guy could be special. And I've always really, I've recommended this guy everywhere. Finally, he gets Geek Fam, and I think he struck gold with Geek Fam. A team that really knows how to utilize rookies, a team that doesn't care about seniority, none of that, stupid stuff. They understand how to get the most out of their talents, and man, is he talented, man, is Geek Fam coordinated, and man, are they fully synergized now. All the weak links that we might have, that Geek Fam might have had in the early weeks, Ken Ziski not being a rookie, not confident, making rookie mistakes, Gob still feeling uncomfortable on stage, not making big plays, all of that has been wiped out completely. Like, call him head and shoulders, because they just wiped out all the doubts of everyone, including their own fam unity on the desk. Mr. Sheffin, Witty, they made Witty, the wise, look like Witty, the normal, average IQ man.
Okay. I thought he was going to go further, Mirko. Just
No.
When he said small brain baloy. You remember that?
Come again?
You said small brain baloy? I never forget that. Insult.
That's not an insult, Sheffin. Geek Fam, what a win. It could have been a 2-0, to be quite honest.
He even said that in the interview. He was like, oh no, we should have won game 2-0, but we made big mistakes. Yeah, a boy said, I just don't want Zask. I guess, okay, so that was a forced pick because he's amazing on Valen, dude, this guy.
7th wonders of the world, Mirko.
What?
0 death on Baloy.
Dude, that truly is crazy, right? I mean, this is the first time, ladies and gentlemen, correct me if I'm wrong, first time in Season 15, because I have gone through Baloyski games. All of them, almost.
I think, yeah.
This is the first time that he dies first blood. He doesn't even die like mid-game. He dies first blood, ladies and gentlemen. This looks like an EDOC stat. This looks like a light stat. Where's our Baloy? This ain't Baloy. This is a doppelganger.
And he played like Keyboy too.
Oh, okay. Okay, Gani. Okay, Gani. Okay.
That's a weird thing to say in this position when ONIC's not been playing, but they're going to play in game number 3. We're going to wait for a second. 14 minutes game, and look at the kill count, 12 difference. And the one that has a chip only has 3 kills. That says a lot about how you use the chip, and also says a lot about how Geek Fam was able to kind of like damage control every time the shortcut was put on. Because, frankly, I gotta say, this might be a bias. I think, for me, personally, the MVP was Baloy with the screening and also the read towards Speedy.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think Baloyski was really amazing in this game. He was definitely up there when it comes to player of the game, but I think player of the match for me, it was definitely going to be Makids throughout his performances. Game 1, Game 2 a bit shaky, but then Game 3 again coming in. It was really solid. Really solid.
This is not the usual Geek Fam game. Look at the objectives. They usually ignore it. They just completely smacked Team Liquid ID, despite them having a pretty decent setup for the objective. But we're gonna see though. What were they communicating in the games just now? In the mic checks, I am very curious about the calls that Baloyski made with pretty much everyone. Especially with Cobbs at the end of the game. I wonder if there was like, hey, do you have Flicker? Yeah, I have Flicker. Let's go. And let's
let
go.
him in his zone.
Hear it.
Let's go, guys.
Let's go. Jangan kasama diri, guys, ya. Man. Kita pantas di sini, di stage ini.
Ya, let's go. Ngamper gua.
Clear.
Go cover.
Udah clear.
Tipis dong, ayo go, clear.
Udah ya. 15.
Bisa ini kita. Kemit kita. Ayo, kemit.
Let kan.
Ada gua guys.
Gua stand.
Flicker.
Nih gua ulti 3 kena guys. Kena.
Masukin.
Kena 3. Ini.
Ada flicker.
Mati.
3 detik. Shadow apa?
Gua stand.
Bisa alert.
Aman go.
Lihat gua di mid dulu, guys.
Bisa.
Itu dia di sini.
Boleh. Oleh.
Ada gua kit.
Nice one, Le.
Bisa kit bantu gua.
Bisa.
Gua enggak bisa mati.
Nah, ayo lagi.
7 detik ya.
Ada dari merah juga.
Coba ini guys, berani tipis gua jaga belakangnya.
Gak ada flicker chipnya.
Awas kena taunt ya.
Gua gak bisa.
Chipnya dulu guys.
Ada flicker.
Lepas bang, lepas tembak bang.
Aman, bisa mid.
Udah.
Barangin midnya.
Ya, aman.
20 detik ulti gua.
Ayo di load guys.
Ayo di load guys, masih banyak di loadnya.
Gas aja sih, nggak bisa
Ayo, boleh.
kita.
Bisa.
Lihat gol. Bruno.
Udah. Gua stand lagi. Gua cover gua.
Aman,
Cover. Kasih main.
Gua cover. Gua stand.
Suyunya.
2 detik.
Bunuh yang ada,
Awas
guys.
respect suyunya.
Aman.
Bisa main juga tuh. Enggak ada Bruno ya dia.
Suyu.
Gua stand.
Nice, bisa
Joksin tuh.
pelan-pelan main.
Pelan.
Enak aja.
Nice.
Alhamdulillah.
One thing that I really like about that whole thing is Baloyski. Gua jaga belakang. I'm guarding the rear because he knows that weed is coming, and that's why like the Baloyski bias is there for me.
Yeah, man. I mean, we all know Baloy. Some more than others. Like some don't still know about the pattern. But now you believe in patterns, right?
Huh?
Okay.
What's a pattern? What I know is Gope is absolutely amazing. Hashtag Pasti GG in Gope. Get a free weekly diamond pass at Gope Games. Here's how. Simply purchase a WDP. That's weekly diamond pass at gope.co.id/games. During the event, you can predict the winner. And it's going to give you a lot of benefits, man. Even free diamonds. I believe it was like free motorcycles. No, electric motorcycles.
You can get smartphones as well. There's a lot of prizes for you guys to claim. And you don't get those. You still get GoPay coins that you can use to then top up even more. WDP is only around 26,000 IDR, and you can spin the wheel on top of that. When you predict the right match scores, you get tokens that you can use to spin the wheel.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. Just check the site, right? gopay.co.id/games. And yeah, this is it. 2 EVs.
Yeah.
Electric motorcycle. And yeah, if you're big on like eco-friendly and stuff, this is, you need to get this.
Rashi,
What if I want to pollute the earth though?
Come again now?
What if I want to pollute the earth though?
I mean, you know, you do you, I do me. To you.
All right, there you go. Well, as of now, there are already 2 electric motorcycle winners. So that's 2 outside of the pool, 5 smartphone winners, 5 power bank winners, and 25 wireless earphone winners. You still have a chance to win 13 remaining electric motorcycles and other awesome prizes. So go and check it out now. Shefin's about to tell you what you need to do to get those prizes.
It's easy. Go to gopay.co.id/games, open the GoPay app, and select the top up game icon.
Okay.
Click the trophy icon on the top right. That's top right for you.
Top right.
Click
Okay,
vote
okay,
now
okay.
to get a token.
Okay.
Pick your winning team, and that's Geek Fam by the way, and enter the final match score. That's 2-0 for Geek Fam. Get up to 59 free diamonds and 1 token free for your first vote.
Whoa.
Use your first, use the token to spin in the gift arena and win in your dream prizes. You can also get more tokens by topping up game credits, starting from just the low price of 10k IDR. Your token will be available right away for a spin. Do you like to spin the wheel?
I really like to spin my wheel, yeah.
Speed.
Well,
Speed.
do you like Naruto? The
I like
anime?
Naruto. I like Naruto.
I like Sasuke.
Okay, oh, you like Sasuke? You don't like Naruto? What about you, Shefin? Are you a Naruto guy, Sasuke guy, Gaara guy, Jiraiya guy?
I like Hinata.
Ah, a fan of big eyes, I see, friend. Well,
The mom version.
oh, interesting. Okay. Well, you can't get Hinata, unfortunately, but you can get Sasuke, Naruto, you can get Tsunade's emote, Jiraiya's emote, which is my favorite emote in the game now. All with the collab of Naruto X MLBB. Go ahead, get new items for free. I just did it, by the way. Gani told me about it. I never did it. The specialized training one. Where you had to spot the I didn't know about it up until Gani told me, and I'm like, wait, you can
The life of someone who has too
accelerate.
much diamonds.
Yeah, you can accelerate.
I got the Gaara, by the way.
Yeah, I perfected
already.
everything, and I'm trying to get the Gaara. I'm so close.
Look at this privileged guy right here. Doesn't have to care about how many diamonds he got.
No, listen. The specialized thing doesn't get you the diamond skins. It gets you Gaara, so it's free anyway. I couldn't have bought the Gaara skin, brother.
You know the task where you have to, look at the 2 thing going.
Yeah.
Kind of
And spot the differences.
Yeah, like you have Sharingan. And you have to scan.
That's true.
It's like
Even the spot the
immersive experience, Gani.
Yeah, the spot the difference is more Sharingan, I feel, man.
Oh.
Right?
It gets you, yeah.
It gets you.
Yeah. Surprisingly,
I needed a few attempts for like a few of the stages, man, for sure. And you guys can go and check it out because Easter eggs are waiting to be conquered. You can see again there the Tsunade emote that you guys can get. Jiraiya emote, my favorite.
What's that? What's his line there?
I don't think he has a line. It's like his nose is bleeding. You know, the classic pervy sage move.
Are you up? I'm not gonna go there. But that's the Naruto collab for you. Of course, check it out right
still
away.
there,
It's
still in the
still
game.
there. Officially live on
And
what's 5?
rumor has it that we'll see a part 2 with Itachi and Minato coming in. Minato Namikaze. That's the
Clan.
Yeah. I was about to say the accent I did was pretty funny, but the clan.
I like the Itachi one though.
Julian, dude, but I'm tired of Julian, bro. Julian.
I mean, it's the most versatile hero to put on.
But
Right?
dude, Julian, oh my.
What else?
Huh?
Which one do you prefer? Like you want Itachi?
For Itachi?
Yeah.
I think that's it. To be fair, I think it's accurate, but
Wait.
it just got, dude, like we have so many Julian skins.
How about Yin though? I don't
No.
know. We're gonna have the answer though from match number 2 in a second. So don't worry and tune into the stream for match number 2 between
Alter Ego and RRQ.
There you go.
Season 6 Grand Finals rematch.
Roar.
You ready? I'm ready.
Hello? Hello?
I'm ready.
Apparently we're not ready yet.
Opportunity.
Yeah.
Ya, aku bareng. Ulang dong.
Gak perlu.
Guys, review.
seru pertama di Indonesia. Kopi susu satu jenis. Always ready, warnai harimu. Good Day Groovy Cookie. Nikmati sensasi nasi kopi cookiesnya.
Tak ada hari tanpa mabar. Main ngelek, kerap buatku tak sabar. Gimana mau main sampai kelar? Ini waktunya ku bersinar. Okay, let's do it. Deathmatch andalanku bikin mainku semakin hebat. Pin stabil main makin mulus, rankku fix naik terus. Tukar DD rings, diamond dan voucher game kau dapat. Cuma Games Max, makin no debat.
Games Max Booster, kini dapat DD rings. Beli paketnya dan aktifkan boosternya di aplikasi Dunia Games.
眼の本当の力をな。力が湧いてくる。相変わらずやかましい奴らだ。ここは俺に任せてもらった。4代目他を超える忍びはお前しかいないと俺はそう信じて。
みんなを守るために私はもっと強くなる。じゃあなら背中合わせでいくわよ。
Si Magic juga udah mulai main berasa lah. Bikin ketar-ketirnya tuh ke backline kita lah.
Ya tim-tim lain mungkin belum ada yang ngeluarin link, tapi dia udah berani main link.
Someday, sometime dia will be the best jungle atau enggak will be a champion.
Akankah Magic menjadi satu kunci untuk memasuki season yang ke-15?
Ya awalnya gue SMK kelas 1 kalau nggak salah. Gue main ML, itu aktif banget. Jadi pas gue main, wah ini game kayak bagus gitu menarik di gue. Jadi gue buat game ini bisa dapat duit. Ya reaksi orang tua pasti marah besar lah. Pertama kali beli HP sendiri, itu dipecahin orang tua. Gue nangis banget, soalnya itu duit hasil dari game Mobile Legends ini. Terus pinjam HP adek, itu adek nangis, sering nangis. Pas aku udah dapat HP baru, tapi pecah lagi karena orang tua ya masih belum percaya proses aku. Perjalanan ke pro skin, gue coba pastiin orang tua, biar orang tua percaya ke gue. Terus kan itu kan Lignas tahun 2023 tuh keliling kota. Gua nggak ada merasa gugup sih, soalnya kan itu belum stage besar hitungannya. Gua estek 2, langsung ada kenalan yaitu Ijume. Diajak ke tim Epos Icon.
Dari sebelum Lignas tuh gue udah kenal dia sama Moeza. Jadi gue sering ngereng-ngereng lah, diajakin sama Moeza, si Maikit. Ya kita grinding bareng lah di situ lah. Ya di situ sih gue ngeliat dia ada potensi aja sih.
Ya Gue di pos icon, gue sempat star syndrome aja lah, nggak ikutin kata teman-teman gue keras kepala ke coach gue, jadi gue sempat dijauhin lah sama teman-teman gue. Kan abis pos icon MDL, gue ke Liga Nasional lagi, ya playoffnya gagal juara lagi, ya back to back 2 lagi. Gue sempat dapat kesempatan trial di pos MPL waktu itu, cuman belum rezeki gue lah sama NFL. Terus gue ke Geek, gue sempat dikontak Bang Frans namanya, manajer sekarang. Dia ngajakin gue trial, itu trialnya sekitar sehari 2 hari lah bang. Gue kaget aja bisa masuk di Geek, trial cuma 2 hari.
Lama-lama please, Geek Fam.
Membawa darah baru, tapi siap untuk memburu. Gerakan Baloy masih berhasil selama di SKL, nyaman untuk begini pula ada Mekit sama Sini, bisa kabur dan sudah selamatkan diri.
Si Mekit juga udah mulai main berasa lah. Bikin ketar-ketirnya tuh ke backline kita lah, ke god lane sama mid lane kita. Jadi ya dia ngelakuin job desk dia benar-benar hebat lah. Jadi Mekit gua ngeliat pekerja keras.
Monster from Geek Fam.
Dari Liverpool yang ngeluarin link, ya tim lain mungkin belum ada banyak yang ngeluarin link, tapi dia udah berani main link. Jadi dia hitungannya nggak mau sama hero jangkau-jangkau lawan, dia beda dengan mungkin hero powernya link.
Progres Mekis ini bagus karena rata-rata banyak rookie yang kayak awalnya ngegas terus makin lamanya turun-turun. Cuma dia ya balikannya, dia yang awalnya mungkin low perform sekarang udah mulai nunjukin kekuatannya dia. Gak kaget juga karena emang dia punya sosok Baloy kan. Jadi ya dia tinggal percaya apa kata Baloy, udah gue yakin dia bakal jadi cukup monster.
Kalau dia dikasih waktu di MPL, dia bakal on top lah, gue yakin. Someday, sometime dia will be the best jungle atau enggak will be a champion. Kalau game, dia lumayan ngaruh di tim sebenarnya. Vibes kita jadi bagus karena dia. Selalu ketawa, terus overhype juga gitu ya. Enak juga nih game sama dia.
Kalau Mekis ya julukannya Smiley Jungler sih, karena dia menang kalah pun tetap senyum.
Ya kalau Smiley Jungle cocok banget sih, soalnya dia gue lihat di mana-mana walaupun pas lewat juga gitu dia ekspresinya senyum terus gitu.
Orang tua berubah banget sih pas aku udah sampai yang jenjang sekarang, ngasih anaknya kepercayaan lah buat gue, jadi gue mesti terharu, jadi gue nggak boleh sisain kesempatan. Harapan kedepannya udah pasti juara 1 di MPL ID season 15, terus tetap sama-sama tim yang sekarang kedepannya.
Ya aku bareng, ulang dong.
Gak perlu.
Guys, review.
Rasa baru makin seru. Pertama di Indonesia. Kopi susu rasa cookies. Always ready, warnai harimu. Good Day Groovy Cookie. Nikmati sensasi asik kopi cookiesnya.
Tak ada hari tanpa mabar. Main ngelek, kerap buat ku tak sabar. Gimana mau main sampai kelar? Ini waktunya ku bersinar. Okay, let's do it. Game flash andalanku bikin mainku semakin hebat. Tim stabil main makin mulus, rankku fix naik terus. Tukar DP rings, diamond dan voucher game kau dapat. Cuma Games Max makin no debat.
Games Max Booster, kini dapat DG Rings. Beli paketnya dan aktifkan boosternya di aplikasi Dunia Games. Live from MPL Arena, Jakarta, MPL Indonesia Season 15 is powered by Moonton. Supported by Esports Federation of Indonesia. Presented by official tournament smartphone, Samsung Galaxy. Official e-wallet, GoPay. Official sponsor, Head & Shoulders. Official coffee, Good Day. We own this.
Dilakukan tiket khususnya ke babak playoff. Dan sudah bersama Lisa di sini ada Alter Champs, mana suaranya? Oke, halo, aku boleh gak sih tanya-tanya nih dari Alter Champs, namanya siapa? Aca. Kak Aca, kira-kira apa key to victories Alter Ego untuk bisa mengamankan tiket playoff? Karena seperti yang kita tahu, Alter Ego ini cukup berada di pucuk klasemen, cukup berada di atas klasemen. Jadi gimana nih menurut kamu?
Kayak kemarin sih, linknya Urin bagus gitu loh. Terus juga komsnya juga udah mantep banget. Jadi kemarin bisa lah sekarang kayak gitu lagi. Ya makin mantep aja lah. Ya.
Oke, makin mantep ya kita bisa melihat dari Rine. Tapi kalau dari kamu sendiri, kira-kira hari ini Alter Ego melawan RR, mana tiket didapatkan oleh tim Alter Ego. Namun dari tim RRQ pun mereka bukanlah lawan yang mudah untuk Alter Ego karena mereka terus konsisten di nomor 1 dari minggu awal hingga minggu ini. Menjadi tim yang begitu konsisten, mereka pun ingin berjuang untuk mengamankan chance mereka menuju playoff dengan upper bracket. So, ini menjadi pertarungan yang begitu berarti tentunya untuk Alter Ego karena sudah 2 tiket. Yang pertama di tangan tim RRQ, yang kedua di tangan Geek Fam. Dan selanjutnya, akankah Alter Ego bisa? Karena jika mereka menang di match kali ini otomatis Alter Ego akan berangkat menyusul kedua tim lainnya ke babak playoff. Dan di sini Bude Clara juga sudah melihat harap-harap cemas dari para supporter, super fans yang sudah berkumpul untuk menyaksikan apakah tim mereka masuk playoff atau chance upper bracket semakin membesar. Dari para super fans pun sudah bisa dibilang berkumpul semuanya yang ada di rumah juga, yang lagi nobar-nobar juga. Thank you banget atas keseruan kalian dan juga terima kasih tentunya kepada para sponsor dan partner MPL Indonesia Season 15 powered by Moonton, supported by PBSI, presented by official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy, official e-wallet GoPay, official sponsor Head & Shoulder, official coffee partner Good Day, dan juga partner in esports ada Telkomsel, Dunia Games dan IndiHome bersama dengan advertiser Kacang Sukro dan Hokben. Tak lupa supplier kita RSV Helmet dan tentunya super fans yang ada di sini yang terus dengan suaranya pasti nanti mereka pun akan habis suaranya. Bagaimana tidak? Karena kita bisa melihat battle dari kedua tim ini. Jungler yang sama-sama menariknya. Ditambah lagi ada 2 rookie dari kedua gold laner milik kedua tim. Arfi, sejak dia bergabung dan dia bermain, dia belum kalah 1 game pun membawa kemenangan bersih untuk tim Alter Ego. Namun lawan Arfi hari ini adalah Toy, sosok yang bisa dibilang begitu gemilang di MPL Indonesia Season 15, di mana awal kemunculannya banyak yang meragukan, namun setelah match demi match, hari demi hari, minggu demi minggu telah dia lalui, dia berhasil mendapatkan hati seluruh super fans karena performanya yang begitu apik. Dan Arvi pun kali ini juga bisa dibilang dia sudah mendulang maniak, dia bisa menorehkan hasil baik untuk Alter Ego. Akankah Arvi bisa membawa kawan-kawan Alter Ego? Karena banyak yang bilang Arvi adalah missing puzzle dari tim Alter Ego. Dan RRQ pun mereka masih berjuang untuk bisa mengamankan upper bracket. Akankah ada tiket yang bisa didapatkan di match kedua kita? Ataukah sebaliknya masih terbuka untuk tim-tim yang sedang berjuang? Mari kita lihat, saksikan bersama-sama. Inilah dia match kedua untuk tim Alter Ego dan RRQ.
It's the rematch of the grand finals of Season 6, that legendary final that went to 5 games when Albert popped up with 1-1. Now, this time around, Alter Ego is looking to secure that playoff spot next to RRQ and Geek Fam. Of course, RRQ is already securing a playoff spot there. What's next? It's upper bracket. Back again with me, Sheffin, Goni, and Miracle. Now, Woody Clark amongst already mentioned Arfi. The Arfi effect. Is he the missing puzzle? Is he something that Alter Ego needs? So I'm just gonna throw it over to you, Goni, because I feel like this is a bit sentimental to you because your GOAT is no longer in MPL right now.
GG, unfortunately, right? And perhaps for Alter Ego, a good reason as well. It seems like Highs, Mr. Highs, man, very shaky this season, especially leg 1. He wasn't able to perform on that goal, and he wasn't reliable. But with Arfi, it seems like, especially at least the previous matches, Arfi is more in sync.
Yep.
At least if you compare it to highs with the rest of the team.
And so far, it's been a perfect start for Alter Ego and RP with the lineup because against Dewa United 2-0, against TLID, that's the surprising part, but after what Geek Fam did to them, I don't find it super surprising anymore.
I thought it was very surprising as well yesterday, but again, after seeing that matchup against Geek Fam, it was definitely weird. What should Alter Ego do to get the third playoff ticket in front of RRQ? Respect Edoc's momentum heroes, shut down Rin's movements, force RRQ for assassin fights, all three. I think they need to do all three, especially though, force Sutsujin on Joy, or on anything that is not Joy or Hayabusa. That should be the priority for Alter Ego. And I think this is one of the games where they can let the Fanny go. RRQ have never banned Fanny, or sorry, have never picked Fanny with Sutsujin. Actually, they did, but it didn't do too well. They always ban Fanny. Alter Ego never played Fanny, and they always ban Fanny too. So I'm expecting the Fanny to be let open because none of them go for it.
That's a hot take from Erko. But yeah, I like the Edoc's, like shut down Edoc's momentum heroes because I feel like when you look at Edoc and Rinz, that's a package, right? When you shut down Edoc at the same time, you're kind of also limiting Rinz's potential. But this is 3 challenges for the third ticket. Alter Ego's match history after RP joined the lineup, Gani 2-0. Against Dewa United 2-0 against TLID. We mentioned this earlier, but the rest of the matches, this is a tough task.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a tough schedule for Alter Ego, and they need at least 2 wins to secure playoffs. And if they can manage to win all 3, perhaps we might see Alter Ego securing the upper bracket.
Ooh.
If they win all 3.
Yeah.
If is a big word.
This is why the season is just so close between number 2 all the way to number 8, right? It's because it looks like right now they're still battling for playoffs. Usually that means they're at 6th place or at 7th place, but no, Alter Ego have a genuine shot to still make it to that upper brackets. They can take over Geek Fam's position, they can take BTR's position. Right now they are above of ONIC, but it all starts here. First, you gotta secure playoffs, and it is a tough task up against RRQ.
Yeah. But it's also a tough test. I don't know, maybe it's not a tough test for Keski and RRQ to contain RP effect, because so far, looking at the raw numbers that RP has produced this season, he is number 1 in KDA for Gold Lane. Granted, it's only 4 games so far. Who's second? I believe it's Toy for the Gold Lane. So, this is a battle for the rookie Gold Laners in Toy versus RP. Make it still Rookie of the Year, by the way.
The year.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Imagine being a rookie for 2 seasons, Miracle.
Back to back.
Yeah, we're gonna see the audience topic voting here. What do you guys think about what we talked about earlier? Respect Edoc's momentum heroes. Seems like this is the main focus for the audience. And I gotta say, I agree. Especially, I don't know, man. Is this like back again with the Finn Franco? When you really have to ban it in the first phase? Or is it just, you kind of have to treat it like a second banning phase hero for RRQ?
I think it's a second banning phase type of deal right now because they utilize a lot of flexes. Again, they would go down, they would go high-lows in the first phase, and they could be flexed over to Dairon. And the thing is, what makes it so hard if you do just target one member is the others get their heroes. Yeah. Again, for Sutsujin, Joy, Hayabusa, you need to take that away from the man because he's an absolute menace on those 2 picks. For Rinz, it's the Jusin. For Dairon, it's any playmaker in the Phobias, Badang. When he gets these kind of heroes, he really controls the entire tempo. Okay, that was one time. Nino has an Esmeralda too. Yeah. One didn't. But that's the reason RRQ, it's just so hard to draft against them. And I think only a few teams have done that. 2, actually, only 2.
Meanwhile, who are those 2 teams, Gunny? Especially, you probably
the 2 teams
a bit more familiar.
Who beat RRQ?
Yeah. And the draft too.
ONIC and BTR.
So, where's Geek? What's the takeaway from the ONIC match against RRQ?
I mean, you know, ONIC, fun fact, right? It's not just
fun fact.
Not just after Yeb, but second leg in general. They have been undefeated, but yeah, RP and Toy, 2 rookies, I suppose, but both of them is shining.
Yeah, the gold and rookie. Let's see the quotes here from, first of all, Skylar. Toys is solid 11 out of 10. He came from MPL, and they've already synced in terms of chemistry and gameplay. A huge praise from his protege. Meanwhile, TLID facehugger. For a rookie who was just promoted, RP looks like he's playing with no pressure. His positioning is already good. He's more disciplined and has become the missing piece of Alter Ego's puzzle. So, one is from different team, and one is from the legendary marksman of RRQ.
That's crazy to see Skylar there, you know, saying that Toy is a solid 11 out of 10. So to get a compliment like that from a legend, one that most people consider to be the best gold laner in Indonesia, is remarkable. And I think it makes sense. He's been so good at so many different, I mean, he's been able to perform so well. He's had an amazing debut, even better than Skylar himself. When Skylar debuted in Season 7, it was a rocky road for him. It wasn't an instant clop with the team. It wasn't an instant good Skylar. He actually needed 2 seasons. Season 8, he was benched. It was Sin who was the main player, and then Season 9, we finally got to see Skylar. But even then, it was just him on Beatrix and Claude, if you guys remember. Then he started playing other heroes, Bruno, expanded his hero pool, and then got to the point where we called him Prime Toy. In his first season, not only is he doing so well with the team, but he's doing so well on so many different picks. Kimi, Moskov, Irithel, Granger, Harith, all the meta picks. works for Toy. That's what makes him special. The instant clop, and I think it's because RRQ, with Kescute, with all of the old veterans gone, have gotten rid of the old ecosystem, the old environment where I think seniority was pretty big. Now it's all rookies who, again, see each other as equals.
And this is the legacy check from these two. A legend in RQ and a legend in the making, hopefully, with Toy debuting in this season. First place in the regular season, beating Skylar. Look at the 12th match played, the same with Skylar. Look at the average KDA, average kills, average GPM. He clears Skylar by a wide margin. I think this is more Skylar not really, clicking with the team more than Toy is being an absolute demon. Although, he is the demon.
He is definitely, and I want to see that from him more, right? Because if you talk about rookies, say King Gugun, he was rookie of the season, but then he dipped. Hopefully for Toy, it's a different story.
I agree, yeah.
And let's see though. I want to see his journey more.
We have seen that kind of performance before. Usually the people who play really good in their first season don't have the longevity of people who struggle in their first season. Again, good example would be Skylar. He debuted in Season 7, had a horrible season. Season 8 had another season to develop, and then finally he became good. Players like Fairsick, players like Gugun, who did amazing in their first season, dropped down all the way. And currently, TLID. It's looking like that, the pattern, when you have an amazing season. But hopefully, for these two rookies, the pattern is not true. RP. Gani's GOAT. Gani, is he your go-to? He is being your GOAT, so is he your new GOAT?
It needs time, man.
Is he your Jagoan?
It's my Jagoan, but I think it's still, I think I need to, I haven't moved on from highs, man. It's not that easy to get my heart, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, RP, you need to show me more.
I mean, your name's kind of similar with RP, right?
Like Gani?
Albert, Sir RP.
Albert, Sir, or maybe RP is just you.
Oh, am I a goal leader?
Wow. You're a goat leader.
Now, I see where this is going. I feel like I can already feel that.
Oh my goodness. The atmosphere here, by the way, is electric. You can see, I don't know if you can see them,
Kingdom.
RRQ. And this is why I actually don't hear what Gani said earlier. Like legit, I didn't know what he said. So yeah, if you're missing out on this action, you gotta come to MPL Arena because
you don't
especially
want to miss
in the playoffs, man.
Oh, in the Velodrome last time, we got RRQ sent home early on, so we didn't get to see the full power of the Kingdom. We got to see the full power of the EVO's fams.
And I believe in Jakarta International Velodrome, the maximum capacity is about 2,000 or like 2,600, I believe.
Oh my lord.
I don't know which one is right, but
I got to see the Sonics though. This venue. Dude.
Sonics. Dude. We're gonna see though, the lineup from the King of Kings. The only possible change is Shen, but he's not here, still with the main five. Tyron as Sujin, the mercenary, Rince, Edok, and Toy, the new star in the making for RRQ the Gold.
Well, this is the best team in Indonesia, ladies and gentlemen.
With Hazel alone, Sujin will be their main five for the Kings of Kings. Who is ready to rock the playoffs? Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Kings of Kings, Rex, Regium, Chaos.
Only 2 match losses this season, and they're looking to keep it the same and potentially securing the